Right now at 6, Joplin Business teams up with some volunteers to give Wildcat Glades a makeover.
And we've got cloudy skies, we've got breezy conditions building in, and gradually rain chances returning. Well, look at that forecast, get you out the door coming up.
Plus, the American Ambulance Association bestows sky-high honors on a Chanute, Kansas flight paramedic.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6 a.m. I'm Elise Snowy.
I'm Chris Warner. It is finally Friday, November the 8th.
Yes,
2024.
Friday.
Indeed. We have made it. We made it through the election.
Certainly all did. Good. Yes. How about that?
Yeah. You know, we're here and we're going to keep moving forward.
Yes,
That's what we do every day.
Even though I didn't really want to move forward this morning because it's pretty cold out there.
It's a bit chilly. It was colder the last couple of mornings, but it was still chilly this morning. I've worn my coat now, I guess most of this week, actually. So, yeah, it's another chilly one out there. Taking a live look from our camera downtown Pittsburgh. You can see a little sliver of sky. So this is what we would call mostly cloudy skies. We head over to the MoDOT camera, 20th end range line. You see a little sliver of car. This is what we would call semi-clear roadways. Not that much traffic out there yet, but it'll of course increase, as will our rain chances as we head later into the day. So here we go. We got showers. There they are. Far western Chautauqua County. Not much yet, but you can see off to the west, we've got more showers rolling in. And this is the other thing. We're watching development kind of trying to take place out ahead of all of this activity. We had this little storm near McAllister, but it's kind of died out. But don't worry, we have more showers and storms back behind this. Now again, as you can see, the rain showers and storms are lifting from south to north, but the wave that they're associated with off to our west will eventually start pushing them our direction. And let's just be thankful that this is not like what they're getting out to our west, where 40 inches of snow is forecast in some parts of Colorado. Parts of I-70 already closed in western Kansas. Can't really get to Colorado right now. We're just going to deal with rain, and the even better part, no severe weather to contend with either. Just showers and storms. Now, the majority of our Friday, the rain is going to stay west of the 69 corridor. It will be a slow process to get this wave pushed east, but it will eventually start to work its way east as we go later this evening and into the overnight hours. And then again, all of us will gradually get in on the showers and storms. 49 in Joplin, 48 in Pittsburgh, and around the region, again, we're above normal, but not too bad. We're upwards of, 8 to 10 degrees above normal. So we've got upper 40s and low 50s out there. Kids getting on the bus now, again, depending on the timing of the wave. Some of us may or may not have showers, but there could be a few showers out there. 47 northeast winds 5 to 10 when that bus brings them home. Again, most of the rain will be in Kansas and Oklahoma, but still some scattered storms when the bus brings them back. East winds gusting 25 to 30 with those temperatures about 62. So again, highs today, upper 50s, low 60s, scattered showers and storms, and they'll begin increasing in coverage as we head into the overnight hours. We're going to talk about how long the rain lasts, what the rest of the weekend looks like, and our next round of potential rain chances here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
Chris, thanks. A flight paramedic from Chanute will be recognized at a ceremony in Washington, D.C. for going above and beyond in his efforts to save lives. Josh Cavanis was on his day off when he noticed a broken down ambulance with a critical patient in it. That's when he stopped and jumped in to help with a blood transfusion and dispatching a helicopter to transport the patient to Tulsa. For his display of dedication to helping others, he will be recognized at the annual Stars of Life Awards ceremony for his acts of service. The Eagle Med director remembers how selfless Cavanis was in that moment.
Able to change a difference in somebody's life, and that's what it's about. Josh was off duty that day. He just happened to be driving at the right place at the right time.
The Stars of Life ceremony will recognize people in various fields of EMS. Cavanis hopes the ceremony brings awareness to the field and inspires young people to consider EMS as a career path. The Wildcat Village at Wildcat Glades got a makeover yesterday with help from volunteers. The Joplin Lowe's store came out to the site as part of the Lowe's Hometown Heroes project. Now, it's a yearly tradition where the store partners with a nonprofit to work on a project together. This year, the Lowe's team joined with Wildcat Glades Nature Group volunteers to help build picnic tables, raised flower beds, and redo their screened-in porch area. The project coordinator says they couldn't think of a more deserving organization.
So everyone was like, hey, I take my dogs down there. I heard they lost their funding from the Audubon Society, so let's go down there and really revamp it. So we're a really outdoorsy, nature-driven store, and so we were really excited to get down here and help them out.
The Lowe's team also donated materials, an estimated $3,000 in materials, which will be used for in addition to the storage shed. Well, Sam's Club in Joplin got into the spirit of giving yesterday. The wholesale retailer presented a check for $70,000 to Freeman Health System officials on behalf of the Children's Miracle Network. The donation underscores the community partnership between Sam's Club and the CMN.
It's fantastic that we've received this nearly $71,000 check. And this team is just so amazing here at Sam's Club. They're #1 in the nation in terms of Sam's Club givers. They're obviously #1 in our community for Children's Miracle Network, and we're so proud to have them.
Freeman Health System is the local representative hospital for the CMN and is in fact the only Children's Miracle Network hospital in a 70-mile radius. Well, the season of giving will get underway soon here at KOAM. We're getting ready to kick off our annual Toy Box Toy Drive. For 36 years, KOAM and our community partners have collected new donated toys for deserving children in our area. Sign-ups are open now if you know a family who could benefit from this toy drive. Just scan this QR code for more information, including drop-off locations or how to donate and help brighten the holidays for some area children. And that's a look at this morning's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes, coming up on the KOAM Morning News. Apple came out with a new update to its Apple AirTags that allows users to find their lost luggage faster. Plus, President Joe Biden assured Americans that there will be a peaceful transfer of power. And Chris Warner returns with another look at your Friday forecast. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back, but first, here's a live look of the Georgia City Bridge for Historic Bridge Awareness Month. Topping Nation Watch this morning. Initial jobless claims rose slightly last week as expected, but Americans are staying unemployed for longer. The Labor Department reports 221,000 initial claims for unemployment insurance last week. That's up 3,000 from the week before. But the number of continuing claims filed by people who have received unemployment insurance for at least a week went up by 39,000 to 1.89,000 for the week ending October 26. Now, it's the highest level of continuing claims since November 2021. The U.S. job market has been cooling, with the pullback in job growth attributed more to employers not hiring rather than laying workers off. Well, tracking your lost luggage could soon get a bit easier. Apple is beta testing an update allowing travelers who attach Apple AirTags to their luggage to share the device's location with third parties. That means airport staff could hunt for bags in real time. Now, here's how it works. A link to the AirTag's location can be created in the Find My app. It can then be shared with others, including those not using an Apple device. Apple has not said if or when the update will be added as a permanent fixture to its iOS systems. Now, there's another new option that can help anyone who finds your lost item find you. That Show My Contact Info feature will let the AirTag connect to any phone or tablet and share its owner's information. Well, President Joe Biden called on all Americans to bring down the temperature in his first address to the nation since his vice president's election loss to his former political rival, President-elect Donald Trump. Overnight, the key battleground state of Nevada added to Trump's win column as his upcoming administration and policy agenda are starting to crystallize. Jared Hill has more from Washington.
We accept the choice the country made.
In his first public remarks since Election Day, President Joe Biden assured Americans that there will be a peaceful transfer of power as his party grapples with major election losses.
A defeat does not mean we are defeated. We're going to be okay, but we need to stay engaged. We need to keep going.
Democrats searching for answers have started pointing fingers. Massachusetts Senator Seth Moulton blamed Biden for dropping out of the race too late. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders told the New York Times the party focused too much on identity politics.
Our party is going to have some hard conversations in the coming weeks and months.
Meanwhile, President-elect Trump's policy agenda as well as administration are starting to take shape as he looks to take office with a GOP-controlled Senate and possibly a Republican House.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate.
On his agenda, extending 2017 tax cuts, deregulation across federal agencies, and sweeping tariffs on imported goods. Trump's longtime aide, Stephen Miller, is leading talks on how to use executive orders to execute Trump's plan to deport more than 11 million undocumented immigrants. And yesterday, Trump announced a historic pick to a key White House post. Campaign manager Susie Wiles will serve as chief of staff, making her the first woman to ever hold the position. Jared Hill, CBS News, Washington.
President Biden still has over 70 days left in office. White House officials say he plans to use his time to push through more disaster relief for hurricane victims, get more of his judicial nominees confirmed, and surge aid to Ukraine in its war against Russia. And that's a look at some of today's top national stories. Here's Chris with a look at your forecast.
Yeah, we've got a few scattered showers out there just starting to enter our western counties. Another look at our rain chances today when we come back.
Well, students at Florida International University in Miami made a splash at an annual tradition at the school Thursday. Architecture students were tasked with figuring out a way to walk on water. Tris Christakis has more.
Like arms, legs, you just kept doing that. I was not looking at anybody else, just looking at my own feet. And then I heard Max saying, are we gonna get a winner? And I was like, yo, what?
A lot was at stake today.
Come up to collect your $1,000 check.
A big check, some bragging rights, and a Super Bowl moment.
I'm going to Disney World!
And you really would think it was a Super Bowl with the media frenzy around the winners, Juan Goya and David Mora. But how did we get here? Well, 1 hour before Goya crossed the finish line, 51 other teams of architecture students put their knowledge from their material and methods course together to build and design shoes that would sustain water.
I have good hopes. My partner, he's a good walker. We've been practicing a lot.
Maldonado is the architect behind these shoes. Her athlete, Jacob, is hopeful to bring home some money.
Where's Jacob? He went to get water.
Oh,
you know, he's getting prepared. He's getting
classic
prepared.
Athlete.
Exactly, he's getting prepared,
But there's a lot that goes into this. The previous year, they sit on the sidelines and start drawing sketches of their own design to practice real-world examples of critical thinking and design.
Winners last year did also an extended portion in the back part of the boot, so we chose to do that as well.
All 52 teams spent hours building over the past few months prepping for this moment.
Not nervous at all. I'm very confident. We've practiced like 3 times, got through half of the time.
While others crossed the finish line with their feet still in the shoes.
Congratulations to everybody crossing the line.
Others just kept swimming. As for the winners, Goya and Mora, once they were past the disbelief,
like the thought that I won is like still processing my mind right now.
They were able to celebrate now with a big check, a possible trip to Disney World, and for his partner,
I'm gonna buy a new laptop.
The professor who began the race tradition says his dream is to take the idea into the community where high school students could participate. Now let's check in with Chris for a quick look at the forecast.
Yeah, we've got a few showers starting to roll into our western counties, and I mean our far western edges. We'll have another look at your forecast and those rain chances when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is 6:21 on this finally Friday in the 4 states, and rain showers just now starting to work into our far western counties. So you can see to the west of Sedan, and we go down here around Bartlesville into Washington County, all associated with this bigger batch of showers and thunderstorms, which we get a nice view of, stretching all down I-35 through Oklahoma City into north central Texas. More scattered activity behind it, and another band behind that, all associated with Okay, now it's going. There it goes. All associated with this wave here, which is covering a good portion of Kansas right now. Now, the showers and storms themselves are slowly lifting from south to north. The wave itself will eventually start pushing a little further to the east, and more of us will get in on showers and storms. However, for the majority of at least today, the bulk of the rain and thunderstorm activity is expected to remain west of the 69 corridor. So here we are at noon. You can see the bulk of the heavy rain. It's kind of right on the corridor by 3, but still the bulk of it out to the west. This wave, once it starts getting pushed a little further east, all of us by late evening and overnight will start getting in on shower and thunderstorm chances out there. We're also going to have those east winds gusting upwards of 25, 30 miles an hour. So here we go into Saturday morning. We got that boundary out there. More showers, more scattered storms, but they're going to start coming to an end from west to east. By 9 a.m., here's the boundary itself, almost right along the I-49 corridor. And by noon, it is now right on Stockton, Monette, Cassville. And so we have a few lingering showers on the Missouri side, but clearing skies out to the west over southeast Kansas. And then as we head into the evening, just a few clouds here and there, and otherwise skies clearing out on Saturday. Cloudy skies, though, right now in Joplin. 49 is where we're at. Feels like 46 with that east breeze at about 7. And around the region, we should be about 40. We, of course, are not. We're into the upper 40s and low 50s as we get this day started. And it's going to be a near average day, though. Our temperatures today are not going to soar above normal, even though we're having this warmer start. Part of that is thanks to the cloud cover, trying to trap in some warmer air down here. All right, upper 40s to start, upper 50s by 11 o'clock. Again, west of 69, scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. A lot of us will still be dry, especially east of 69. And then as we head into the afternoon, similar situation till we start getting late afternoon and into the evening hours when showers and storms become a little more widespread across the region. Again, east winds gusting 25, 30, highs upper 50s and low 60s. And I know I've said it, but if you're just tuning in, maybe you're just waking up, getting that cappuccino for cappuccino day, no severe weather is expected, and that's a nice thing. After what we went through the weekend, and especially Monday, this is a calmer system for us. And out to our west, it's extremely calm for us compared to them because, again, parts of Colorado, 40 inches of snow, and nearly 2/3 of the state of New Mexico is under winter storm warnings, and even a corner of it under blizzard warnings. So I think we'll take just some scattered showers and storms over a blizzard anytime. Upper 40s, low 50s tonight. Still breezy. Winds will shift out of the south behind the boundary on Saturday. Still gusting 25, 30. Mid-60s. We do a slight warm-up as we head into the start of next week. Get another cold front by Wednesday. More scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then temperatures get a little more seasonable on the flip side of that cold front. Check out Wednesday night, though. Upper 30s is a possibility for our lows. So a wee bit on the chilly side. That's checking your forecast. We're going to toss it over now to Elise with Health Watch.
All right, thanks, Chris. The seasonal flu has bounced back in a big way. A study by the University of Oxford found while flu levels plummeted during the pandemic shutdowns, they started rising once international air travel returned. Now they're back to pre-pandemic levels, and the study also notes climate change is leading to longer flu seasons. Well, does a virtual doctor's visit lead to patients being given unnecessary tests and scans? No, is the answer according to a study by the University of Michigan. Now, there's been some worry that if doctors don't examine patients in person, they would recommend screenings that aren't necessary. But the study found no difference between in-person and virtual care. Well, people who work the night shift and eat at unusual times of day are more prone to weight gain and diabetes. That's because signals between the liver and brain get disrupted, leading people to overeat. But a new study from the University of Pennsylvania found that when testing on mice, those signals can be adjusted, leading to more normal eating patterns. And that's a look at some of today's top health stories. We'll be right back. Right now at 6:30, MSSU plays host to more than 600 high school students for a business competition.
Now we've got, mostly cloudy skies out there and rain chances on the way. We'll have a look at that forecast, get you out the door, hopefully, coming up.
Plus, we have some advice from the experts on how to protect your home from unwanted bugs as the weather starts to change.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 6:29. I'm Elise Noe.
I'm Chris Warner. It's a finally Friday, so I lost it on the air just a moment ago. I don't know what was going on there, and then as I'm walking over here, she starts hacking her lungs out.
There must be something in the air down here in the studio this morning. We're struggling a little bit.
I have no idea. I'm telling you, it's a 70-year-old studio. So, I mean, you never know what's been left behind over the years.
Yes.
And speaking of pests, boy, I have caught 4 mice getting into our house here just in the past couple of weeks, which is getting to be insane.
Yes.
They're trying, but they are trying to get in where it's warmer.
Right, certainly.
Because it's getting colder out there. It may not seem like it a lot, but in a few more weeks, it'll definitely feel cold outside. Right now, though, it looks pretty nice. I mean, with the mostly cloudy skies, it's given us a very pretty sunrise. Goodness, there's really got to be something in this studio. I don't know what it is. But it looks great out there, and it is a bit on the cool side. You going to be okay, too? Do we need to just cancel the next 10 minutes? MoDOT camera 20th and range line in Joplin looks good as well. Folks getting their day underway. Skywatch Storm Tracker, we are starting to get some showers now in the parts of Chautauqua and Washington counties. And we've got the bulk of the heavy rain still off to our west. Now again, the rain itself moving from south to north, but the wave it's associated with will gradually get pushed eastward as we go through today into tonight. So that said, for most of our day, west of the 69 corridor is where the better chances of showers and storms will be initially, and it won't be until later this evening and into the overnight that we'll start to see showers and storms slowly get pushed to the east, and eventually all of us will get in on that action. But again, the good news is no severe weather expected out there at all. We're sitting at 49 in Joplin, 48 in Pittsburgh, so we're upwards of 8 to 12 degrees above normal across the region. We should be about 40. We've got low 50s, upper 40s out there, so a fairly warm start, and we'll eventually get windy as well. This morning, not too bad. Again, a few of us, maybe an isolated shower or two when the kids get on the bus. 47, northeast winds 5 to 10. By this afternoon, though, winds increasing. East 10 to 15, gusts 25, 30, about 62 when that bus brings them home, and a few more scattered showers and storms. Still, I think by 3, a lot of it's going to be along and west of 69, but still, when you get home, kids need that umbrella for sure. Scattered showers and storms again through the day, highs upper 50s, low 60s, and eventually as we head later into the evening, shower and thunderstorm chances overspread a bigger portion of the area, and we'll all eventually get in on this rain action. We'll tell you how long this rain will last, how our weekend is looking, and when our next round of rain could be here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
Check in with you soon, Chris. Thanks. Well, as winter approaches, we're all trying to stay warm, but it's not just people looking for a cozy spot. Unwanted rodents and bugs are also on the move, seeking shelter inside our homes. And to keep your space pest-free this season, we spoke with an expert who has some tips you might want to listen to. KOAM's Lonnie Walton has the story.
Boxes, Amazon boxes sometimes. They can crawl inside of a cardboard box in the corrugated area of a cardboard box and lay their eggs. And then the box gets delivered. Sometimes that's how roaches get brought into your home.
Danny Dickerson is a franchise owner of It's Bugs or Us. He says there's many ways these unwanted creatures enter our home. He says bed bugs are rampant right now.
Bed bugs didn't used to be a thing so much, but now they're just everywhere. Travel's really opened up and they're spreading all over the place.
And let's not forget about those mice.
They find the smallest area to come into your house, and they can get in the size of a dime.
Dixon says another nesting place for animals are leaves gathered around the home.
Trees will drop their leaves. The leaves will fall to the side of the house, which creates a great harbor site for mice.
Cameron May is a wildlife nuisance operator. He mostly deals with larger animals like squirrels and raccoons. He says they are often like humans, seeking a warm home.
So technically, it could be a number of things. It could be for breeding purposes. It could just be for staying warm, getting out of the elements.
May says there are things to keep an eye out for.
Typically, to find out if you have an animal or not, you're probably going to hear them first.
And for those bed bugs, Dixon says there's really one good solution.
Do 2 different treatments for bed bugs. We're always doing heat treatments, which is the best option.
Both Dickerson and May say it's a good idea to ensure all home openings are properly sealed to prevent infestation. Reporting in Galena, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Now, Dixon says roaches are more likely to enter the home through someone or something previously in your home rather than coming directly from the outside. Well, KOAM is proud to team up with Day and Zimmerman for the Great American Flag Swap. Look for us today from noon until 1:30 near the Walmart parking lot in Parsons, Kansas, to swap out your tattered old flag for a free brand new one. Now, we'll have 100 flags, so make sure you show up early. Another reason to show up early, this is the last flag swap for the year. Well, Pitt State had some art on display. The Art Majors exhibition wrapped up its run in the University Gallery in Porter Hall yesterday. Going up in its place next week will be a fiber arts exhibit of student work that will be open to the public. Visitors can check it out on the second floor gallery. Well, if you have some young actors in your home, check this out. The Fort Scott High School Thespians announce auditions for Ho Ho Ho, the Santa Claus Chronicles by Pat Cook. Auditions are open for 1st to 8th grade children and take place from 6 to 8 p.m. on November 18th or 19th in the Fort Scott High School auditorium. Productions are scheduled for December 13th and 14th. Interested families can just head over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, for more information. Well, the Junior Dragon Youth Basketball League is underway under the direction of Pittsburgh High School basketball coach Jordan Woods. The instructional program for 3rd through 6th graders stresses the fundamentals of shooting, passing, dribbling, defense, and the overall team game of basketball. Coach Woods says a big part of the program is creating a culture for Pittsburgh basketball.
But we just want to have that connection with them and make sure they know, hey, at some point, this is how I'm supposed to be playing basketball. Whenever they're out on their own, they're like, oh yeah, coach told me to do this, so I need to make sure I'm doing this whenever I'm playing, and hopefully they hear our lingo. That way later on when they're playing for the Dragons, they kind of know what's going on and what is to be expected of them.
The instructional program runs 3 weeks, and teams will play their first game tomorrow. Well, hundreds of area high school students visited Missouri Southern's Plaster School of Business yesterday for the 3rd annual Business Gateway competition. The goal of the free business competition was to bring developmental and recruitment opportunities to area students through the spirit of competition. The event also provided workshops on such topics as video podcasting sessions and virtual production in filmmaking and advertising, as well as food experiments.
So they are taking tests in all sorts of business disciplines such as marketing, accounting, business law, international business, finance, and pretty much any discipline of business, they can take a test on it.
More than 630 students from 32 area schools participated in the event. And that's a look at this morning's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Coming up on the KOAM Morning News. If it's Friday, you know what that means. We've got Shannon Becker live in the studio to help us close out the week with this big 3 news stories. And we're tracking rain chances for today. We'll have what to expect with Chris Warner in the Skywatch Weather Center. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back, but first, here's a live look of the Georgia City Bridge for historic Bridge Awareness Month. Welcome back. We've got Shannon Becker in the studio with his big 3 news stories of the week. Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning. The weekend's here.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations, you made it.
Yes, you do.
All right, let's take a look at the big 3 stories this week. What's making headlines live and local? A man struck and killed in Knoll on this road. It happened over the weekend. 911 calls came in saying a man was laying in the middle of the road. It was a hit and run and a fatal crash. Knoll marshals are looking for anyone who has any information.
Yes.
The neighbors there, they told us they were concerned that the speed limit is only 30, but people fly up and down there. They said they had at least 50, 60 miles an hour. It's about a mile-long stretch there on the south side of town. Our number 2 story, another tragedy, this time in Granby. A young mother, Halloween night, walking with her kids, struck by a pickup truck. Now, the thing that's really tragic about it, there's no shoulder. It's Highway B is actually what it is in Newton County. but it's also Granby Miners Road. Just one thing that we all need to be attentive, perhaps, on a night like Halloween. We know people are going to be out.
Absolutely.
So obviously,
Yeah.
well, watch out for those people walking. Our number one story. It happened over the weekend also. A fatal head-on crash. A woman from Jay, Oklahoma. Someone crossed over the center line. A woman from Springfield crossed over the center line and hit her head-on. Her car burst into flames. We talked to some of the people that drove up on the wreck.
Right.
Tried to pull people from the crash, but to no avail for that one driver. And now we learned a couple of days ago that the other driver in the other car who had spent some time in the ICU actually passed away also. That woman from Springfield. More details.
Wow.
Our full story, KOAM News Now. Now let's take a turn to a positive thing, okay? Here's the big deal. Bonus story of the week tomorrow, 37th annual Joplin Veterans Day Parade. It begins at 10 o'clock at 15th and Main. It'll go to 3rd and Main. So come out and support our veterans.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, even if your veteran is passed on, it's still a way to honor them. Sometimes during this parade, there's big empty gaps where nobody's there, like standing on the sidewalk. So, I mean, goodness gracious. It's a great parade.
Get out there, yes,
it's a lot of fun. I don't know, is the weather going to be all right? You have to ask Chris. I haven't checked yet. Hopefully it's going to be good.
Maybe some rain or
She's
something.
like, I don't know.
That's.
Well,
but still, I mean, grab an umbrella.
Rain or
get
shine,
out
it's
there.
going to
Rain or
happen.
shine.
Rain or shine. So ROTC programs from Joplin and Webb City and other places will be there. Also bands, floats, everything. The 37th annual Joplin Veterans Day Parade.
Lots to look forward to.
For sure.
Well, Shannon, as always, thank you so much for everything that you do for us and the community. Happy to have you here as always. Stick around. We'll be right back.
All right, time for some Friday birthdays in the 4 states, and we're going to begin with Evelyn Tuba, who's celebrating birthday number 6. Happy birthday.
And over in McCune, Kansas, a happy 7th birthday to Colby Martin.
And Jackson Zorns in Riverton also celebrating birthday number 7. Happy birthday.
And a happy birthday to Walker Humble, turning 9 today in Girard.
Lucas Hayward over in Lebec County celebrating birthday number 17. Happy birthday, Lucas.
And over in Crestline, a happy 19th birthday to Josh Schultz.
And then we've got Amelia Tershiner in Pittsburgh celebrating birthday number 34. It says, with love coming from your family.
And a happy birthday to Delbert Calloway in Weir.
And Jason Marsking celebrating a birthday in Fort Scott with love coming from the Cutlers.
And over in Oswego, a happy birthday to Jalen Zwallen.
And we've got our very own Peyton Williams. Now, Peyton, you probably heard me mention her name a week or so ago. She and Elise made that tornado costume I wore for our Halloween stuff. Yeah,
quite a bit of trouble sometimes. I worked with Peyton on the weekends. We were both on the weekends, so very happy birthday to Peyton Williams.
Absolutely.
And continuing our birthday list, over in Columbus with a happy 16th birthday to Levi Simpson.
And we've got Garrett Riley Jones in Miami celebrating birthday number 30 with happy birthday love coming from all of your family. So another great list of birthdays and anniversaries. And we love doing this every day. Elise, if they want to help us do this every day, what do they need to do?
Yes, go ahead and submit your birthdays and anniversaries to birthdays@KOAMnewsnow.com. When you're submitting, be sure to include those wonderful photos and messages to, of course, meet the deadline that you see there at the bottom of your screen, and to also include the date of your celebration when submitting.
All right, and very important information there, of course, and I've got some very important information for you. But first, something we haven't done in a hot minute. We're going to take a little camera tour around parts of the area. Now, if there were more cameras available, I can assure you we would tour more areas, I promise. We're going to start downtown Pittsburgh, though. Great shot, mostly cloudy skies, getting that sunrise in there. Had some really pretty colors just not long ago. Unfortunately, we just didn't get up here fast enough. Same from our camera at 7th and Rangeline. It still looks great, though. We got mostly cloudy skies. Sun starting to rise out there. Beautiful start. Bit on the chilly side. MoDOT camera 20th and Rangeline in Joplin. You can kind of see it now. It's zoomed in, so that's what makes the swaying effect look a little more amplified. But winds will pick up as we head through the day. A couple of KDOT cameras for you. First, the one at Kansas Crossing. Looks good as well. Had a couple of cars heading back to the north there. And then the KDOT camera just north of that one at East 520th Avenue. Here come those two cars, by the way. We're looking pretty good as well. Got some cloud cover out there because, well, we've got showers and storms expected today. So here's the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Showers into our western counties now. So just some light showers. We've got one north of Sedan. I'm going to move this up just to the south of Howard as well into Elk County. And then we're going to move this back down a little to the south. We have some showers. One that's kind of dying out in Washington County, a newer one off to the southwest of Bartlesville. And then back toward Pawhuska and Scheidler, south of Cedarvale, more showers. And that's just a small sample of everything we've got out here that is eventually going to begin to make its way into our area. So now the storms, and there's one lightning strike. So that's what I'm saying. No severe threat today whatsoever, but some rumbles of thunder will be possible, and non-thunderstorm winds gusting out of the east 25-30 miles an hour. We've had little showers and storms try to develop ahead of the main batch, but they haven't really been going. This is truly scattered activity back behind this, and then up to the north across Kansas. Take a look. Wichita inundated with rain right now, and that goes all the way back to the Kansas-Nebraska state line, sections of I-70. This, by the way, is part of the same system that's brought 40 inches of snow to parts of eastern Colorado. Parts of I-70 going into Colorado are closed right now. And as I mentioned earlier, 2/3 of New Mexico, under winter storm warnings, and the northeastern corner of New Mexico, blizzard warnings. So thankfully, that is not what we're going to get out of this. Now, snow is fine. It's great for the kids to play in. But I'm pretty happy, and I'm sure you folks are at home, that we're not getting 40 inches of snow. And we don't have any blizzard warnings to deal with. We just have some more much-needed rain out there. So again, showers and storms lifting from south to north, but this whole wave that they're associated with is slowly going to push to the east. And that will give us more shower and thunderstorm chances across a broader area. However, at least for today, through most of the morning and into the afternoon, the bulk of any measurable or meaningful rainfall and thunderstorm activity is going to be to the west of the 69 corridor. So here's the future track at noon. We're all going to get in on the cloud cover. We're already doing that, and that's how it's going to be through the day, but it will be a bit before everybody takes part in the rain. So let's advance this to 3 o'clock. So now we're kind of along the 69 corridor, but still mainly points to the west by 3. So again, for some kids getting off the bus, they're going to have to be contending with showers and thunderstorms out there. And then by 5, you can see it's slowly trying to inch eastward. So we got maybe some showers, Fort Scott to Nevada, but still the bulk of it across southeast Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma. It won't be until about 7, 8 o'clock that this wave finally starts to slide a little more to the east, and we'll see a few more showers and thunderstorms spreading over more of the region, and that will continue overnight tonight with scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that will continue also into our Saturday. So here's that boundary that's going to be pushing all of this activity off to the east, and again, it's going to be a slow process, but it will get there. By Saturday morning, 9 a.m., that boundary almost right along the I-49 corridor. You can see that wind shift line. So ahead of it, east winds gusting 25-30. Behind it, south-southwest winds gusting 25-30. By noon, that boundary is now just about on top of Stockton, Monette, Cassville as it continues to slide to the east. So back behind it, look at that sharp cutoff on the clouds. Clearing skies back across southeast Kansas by noon on Saturday. And as we head later into the day, just a few lingering clouds, say Stockton, Monette, Cassville. Otherwise, clearing out, and again, those gusty south-southwest winds. Another shot, again, that beautiful sunrise out there. Temperatures right now, 49 in Joplin, does feel like 46, so slight wind chill with that east breeze at 7. And across the region, take a look at these temperatures. We're above normal, but still on the chilly side. We've got upper 40s and low 50s across the region. As we get our day underway, starting upper 40s, scattered showers mainly to the west, increasing out west, upper 50s by 11 o'clock this morning. That's a quick check of your forecast. We'll have another look at that, plus the news you need to know in just a moment. And when we switch over to Fox 14 at 7 a.m., we will hear how an American company is working to bring power to those in Africa who are living without it.
Well, here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Hundreds of area high school students visited Missouri Southern's Plaster School of Business yesterday for the 3rd annual Business Gateway competition. The goal of the competition was to bring developmental and recruitment opportunities to area students through the spirit of competition. More than 630 students from 32 area schools participated in the event. Well, the season of giving will get underway soon here at KOAM as we get ready to kick off our annual Toy Box Toy Drive. For 36 years, KOAM and our community partners have collected new donated toys for deserving children in our area. Just scan this QR code for more information, including drop-off locations or how to donate and help brighten the holidays for some area children. KOAM is proud to team up with Dan Zimmerman for the Great American Flag Swap. Look for us today from noon until 1:30 near the Walmart parking lot in Parsons, Kansas to swap out your tattered old flag for a free brand new one. Now we'll have 100 flags, so make sure you show up early. This is the last flag swap for the year. And that's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door.
And as you head out the door, a bit chilly out there. It'll be breezy later, east winds gusting 25. Scattered showers and storms initially, mainly west of 69. But as we head later into the day and evening, those will overspread more of the area. So highs today, upper 50s, low 60s. More storms overnight and through the late evening. Still breezy. Lows back into the upper 40s and low 50s. And over the next 10 days, we've got showers and thunderstorms continuing tonight into the first half of our Saturday. They will clear out by about noon, and we will be breezy. Winds out of the south-southwest gusting to 25. Warming up a bit. Cold front Wednesday with more rain chances.
Well, coming up today at noon, we're making apple cinnamon rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
And your morning news continues on KOAM with CBS Mornings. The election showed most Americans are concerned about the economy. Next on CBS Mornings, if the Fed's decision to cut interest rates will translate to lower prices for things that we all need on a daily basis.
Alrighty. Or you can switch on over with us on Fox 14, where your only local morning news continues. Now this morning, hereby a San Francisco whale watching business is getting a lot of attention this year.
They're getting a whale of attention.
Oh, how about that?
You're welcome. Plus, Shannon Becker is back in the studio with his big 3 news stories of the week. I'm sure you folks at home are glad that's going to wrap it up for us for now. We'll see you back here Monday morning at 5 a.m.
Yes, we will. And of course, we'll see you today at noon.